get bad guys off his back. So we're gonna do that. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see what I remembered how to do. I think I already remember where I'm stuck though. Whoop, shit. Okay, maybe not. Oh boy. I went from several weeks of doom to this. So we'll see.
It's this way.
It's that way. Oh, we just slide it. Okay. Oh dear. I've also been partaking in a little holiday cheer in the form of rum chata, which is maybe the most delicious substance in the universe. It tastes like liquid Christmas. So, needless to say, I'm feeling pretty merry, as it were. And I mean that in the old-timey meaning of the word. If you look up, like, old-school Christmas celebrations, like the crazy shit that was going on in Victorian England, it's pretty rowdy compared to what we do. It, like, you know, caroling was a lot more intense than pop culture likes to remember. And a big part of the celebration was that the very rich and very poor would trade places for a day.
Sturdy enough.
Which sounds like chaos. Like, I can't believe that could happen. And they still had a... Like, that's almost a Purge Night level insanity. So, good for them, I guess. I don't know if he needs help from me or not. It's funny, every once in a while... Oh, thanks, game. Wow. He didn't even give me a chance. Oop, not that one. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, sometimes Jess she'll mention this, like, hey, when are you gonna play that sexy game again? And I'm like, what? And she goes, yeah, that game with those handsome friends. And I was like, oh my god. Because they're just two rugged dudes going on adventures together, and that never even crossed my mind.
Old piratey looking ships.
Oh, like that old piratey looking ship. But yeah, these are two schmucks. It was funny that Jess pointed that out. Especially when we had the third guy, the older gent. It was just, you had different types of handsome too. It's like a handsome overload. Alright, so what are we supposed to do here? Drop onto that one? Yeah. Alright, and then jump to that? These guys should be in the NBA, holy shit.
No, crap! Remember, extra careful? Thanks. Okay.
Oh. Alright.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
That never stops being fun. I like jumping around. But without any of the physical effort. It's a win-win. Oh, I picked up a journal entry. Boy, what an amazing treasure that I found. It was literally on my walkway through the rest of the level. See, now this is where you put a fucking journal entry. Make me work for it. Oh well. It is fun running around amongst all this junk. Oh, this old shit.
Dawn's picking up. How's it looking?
We're about to head into the cave.
Yeah.
Cave?
Yeah, might lose contact for a bit. Don't get too worried.
Alright. I'll keep the porch light on for you.
Alright. Call you soon.
Wow. He's like the Motel 6.
We made it. It's quite the detour. Let's go see what Avery left for us. Yes, please.
Hang on, game. We're going back to that thing of when the game wants you to go in the direction, go the opposite way. I don't want to miss my secrets. How did I get up here? Okay. Oh. Like, is it... Oh, okay. That's not as far down as I thought. We're good. Okay, so I came up here. Oh, so there's not a back way. I see. Oh, hey, Nathan. Man. I thought Doom Guy was a good jumper. I forgot Nathan's got out of control jumps. Rip. Oh. Except just now. That was a pretty wienery jump. Here we go. There we go. He does that scramble. Okay. So yeah. I thought there was a back path, but there is not. I'm just knucking foots. But that is okay. This is a nice linear game. We can just not get lost. Yeah, they're doing another Uncharted, aren't they? Even though they called this one A Thief's End and strongly imply that this is his final adventure. They just announced that, didn't they? Along with the Last of Us sequel. Which I'm way behind on my hot shit Naughty Dog franchises because I haven't played. This is my first Uncharted. And I still haven't played Last of Us, even though it seems directly in my wheelhouse for what I want out of a game. Oh, we got Wiggle.
Hey, I bet we can squeeze through here. Come on.
I bet we could, buddy. I bet we could, handsome older brother.
Eat a big breakfast. Creepy St. Dismas statues? Check. Carved stairs? Check. Nathan, I think it's safe to say we're in a pirate cave.
Oh, see, I guess I lucked out because I didn't play Uncharted 1 through 3, so this is... I'm like, wow, cool. I've never done this before. Because I also haven't played any Assassin's Creeds.
Sure looks like it.
I haven't played... There's a bunch of shit I'm just behind on. I think because of a lot of it ended up being PlayStation 3 exclusive, or at least some of them did. And then... Because I was Mr. Xbox 360. Because Xbox 360 was stronger in the first half of that generation, but PS3 definitely caught up at the end.
Well, give it a pull. What?
Damn.
Could be a trap.
I got a canker sore right on my lip. So when I take a drink of my PBR, it like catches on the ring, and makes me a little sad.
Alright, here we go.
I'm sorry I'm not listening to your dialogue, Uncharted. I'm sure it's snappy.
Really?
Or at least attempted snappy, which I can appreciate. Colton BT Dubs, good to see you, man. How you been? And are you excited for Christmas? If you're not, tell me about the time your dad dressed as Santa and died in the chimney.
I guess Avery was a better pirate than a poet.
Gremlins reference.
This isn't Avery's. What do you mean? Look. It's the Rhode Island pirate.
Ah, the Rhode Island pirate.
Can't be him. I mean, this is
Colton, what do you think of Rogue One?
Died attacking the same treasure fleet as Avery. Yeah, well, at least that's what the stories tell us.
Because I thought it was rad.
Really is Two's mark, then that means he's involved in
it's
all
kind of the...
How?
I had the opposite reaction to it that I had to Force Awakens.
Damn good question.
Where I loved the new characters in Force Awakens, but the story was like, well, it's New Hope verbatim, so who cares? And then Rogue One, I had the opposite effect. There weren't really any strong characters other than K2, but the story was sweet. It was a new story, which was fun to watch. Fucking cool, I think, is a great way to put it. I don't know if I'll watch it over and over again and love it forever, but it was cool as hell and like a solid action movie. And it felt like it felt like old Star Wars. It felt like gritty fucking Star Wars.
Good thing.
Vader was so much fun, even though he's got kind of a turkey gobbler going. His neck looked pretty fat in a couple scenes, but it was so good to see him back, and he even pulled off that corny one-liner, I think. Like, I don't think anybody besides Darth could have gotten away with that line. Tarkin was cool to see, but opens up such a weird like ethical can of worms as far as filmmaking goes. Like, because who gets the money for that? Does his estate get the money for it? Do they get jack shit because they own the image of him? It's really interesting to think about. Yeah. Don't choke on your aspirations, Lieutenant. Fucking great. Nobody else could pull that off, myself very clearly included.
This long. Famous last words.
Oh, it is a double pun. Very
Okay,
good.
come
Good
on.
catch. I hadn't thought about, yeah, the aspiration being scientific, the scientific, like,
Sure they are.
medical term for choking.
Pirate code.
Oh, sure. Bringing him back was awesome. I'm just wondering what that means for movies going forward, because more and more of these classic dudes are gonna and ladies are gonna die, or yeah, more specifically, they're gonna die, or keep dying. And so, are we gonna get a movie with CGI 1977 Mark Hamill years after he's gone? It just that fascinates me. I hope so. Yeah, I hope they work something out with their estate and with their next of kin. It was cool seeing him back, but that CGI specifically looked perfect in like still shots or when he was, you know, in the darkness and stuff. But when they would cut to like a mid shot of him, get him kind of like from the shoulders up, and he would move, he looked real herky-jerky, which surprised me a lot.
Maybe he saw him as a part of his crew. Maybe he sent him one of those St. Dismas crosses. Yeah.
Plus, it was just awesome to have Tarkin back. Yeah, he's such a huge part of the Death Star. I could see them wanting to write around him, and I feel like White Cape was kind of their idea. Like, hey, instead of Tarkin, we can point to this as our main Death Star guy. But it was so worth it to pop him in there. I really liked U-Wings. And like I'm retroactively sad that they're not in New Hope, Empire, or Jedi. Because I felt like they were a really good fit. I think they're just fucking cool. I do love a good spaceship. Oh, Vader's gotta respect the Emperor, right? Or does he just hate the Emperor? Or fear him? Or love him? Colton. Huh? That ends up being my theory for a lot of hero-villain pairings. Like, it started with when I realized that the Joker is in love with Batman. And now I'm starting to get this bad habit of just assuming every villain is in love with the hero. Like, Q from Star Trek, I'm convinced, is in love with Picard. And it manifests, you know, he's confused by these feelings, and it manifests in a way that, like, you know, he's not comfortable with it, so he lashes out at Picard and tests him and stuff. Okay, yeah. Vader hating the Emperor makes a perfect sense. I would like to see, I feel like that would have to be a process though. Like, he can't, I don't think dramatically it would work if he starts out hating the Emperor once he's Darth Vader. Oh, this looks fine. Yes. But I would love to see that progression and the change. That would be a side pull to get. Just intrigue with Vader on a Executor, whatever his Super Star Destroyer is.
Let's do better.
But seeing him change from like trusting and respecting the Emperor to wanting to betray him at the end of Jedi.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. The temple on Mustafar, I mean, it is a literal giant fuck you because it was a big like erect middle finger shaped phallus. But AKA, I thought for sure the fucking Eye of Sauron was gonna pop out the top of that thing. But yeah. I would like to see a more direct look at Vader and the Emperor's frenemy relationship. Poor Vader. Poor Vader. I will say I think Rogue One is what I wanted and expected the prequels to be, and I kind of wish they were. But you know, what are you gonna do? What am I gonna do with a bucket? I cannot jump with the bucket. Ooh, you know what? I just read like a really good review of that Darth Vader series. I might check it out. Sometimes I feel like kind of like a poser because all the comic books I read are, well, with the exception of Hellboy. Hellboy is originally a comic, but everything else I read. Oh no, no, fuck that. I read plenty of shit that's original. I was gonna go off on this tear about how all the comics I read are based on, you know, existing movies or TV shows or whatever. Oh, fill the bucket with water. Duh, man. Yeah, I was gonna go on this tear about how all the movies and, well, spoil it. All the comic books I read are based on movies, but that's not even true. I read a bunch of shit that's not. Kaiju Max is amazing. And that's another original one. But yeah, those Darth Vader comics, man, I'm hearing good things. I might have to check it out. I don't want to risk Darth Vader fatigue, though, also, because I feel like that is very possible. Especially after all the fucking prequels. Good God. That kind of... I needed a break from Vader after that. Jesus. Alright, let's spin some wheels.
I see what's going on here.
Something with the 3 crosses?
Yeah. I'm guessing we're looking at Jesus, our good thief Dismas, and the jerk thief Gestus.
I'm gonna figure the white cross is Dismas.
So the black one is Gestus.
Cool. I will probably pick up that... I'll probably pick up that Darth Vader comic. Because that seems awesome. Okay. So what, a white one on the left, a gray one up top, and a black one to the right. Still, oh yeah, they're colored. Still more exciting than the puzzles in Skyrim. Holy crap. To open this door, you need to match up the shapes in this room. It's like, was this... I've heard the theory online, well, you know, it wasn't designed to keep adventurers out. It was designed to keep the undead in. And I'm like, that's a cool theory, but it doesn't change what it means in the game. Oh boy, this is gonna take me a while. I'm so bad at this type of puzzle. Is this comic run the is this the one that has the quote where he says, or the rebels tell him, "Hey, you're surrounded," and he says, "The only thing I'm surrounded by is fear and dead men," because that is the baddest ass shit ever. Okay, there we go. There we go. Ooh, I'm getting this guy up top. Oh, but that screws with that silver one. Shit. Okay, cool. I'll have to check out that comic then. Ooh, give me that link. Yeah, I'm on PS4, so I will. I'll check it out later though, if possible. Nope, not this one. We need that topper. Yeah. Okay. Maybe this isn't as bad as I thought, or maybe it's 100 times worse. Because now that's there, and then we'll move. Oh yeah, no, this is good. This is good. I feel great about this. Yeah.
try pulling the
Unless...
switch?
I could.
Unless I don't need... I hope I don't need the bucket on the bottom.
Nathan. You sure you got this?
Uh-oh.
I was.
Alright, let's see. Will they let me fail? Oh, no.
Oh, crap! Huh.
Now, how many times will they let me do this? I realize this is dumb, because I know the bucket needs to be on the bottom. Yeah, they use... Alright, so obviously they will kill me if I continue getting this wrong.
Crosses are all definitely in the right place.
Okay,
I'm
game.
guessing the bucket is not.
Don't insult me, game. I
There's a light
understand.
at the top of
I
it.
understand my error. They used him the perfect amount in Rogue One. If they had used him any more than that, it would have been corny, I think. Same, and I liked Leia because she ties it up exactly, which is neat. But I felt like R2 and C-3PO were a bit much. That seemed kind of pointless, but you know, they gotta do what they gotta do, I guess. There were so many little nods too, like I saw blue milk in a scene, which was adorable. But I could see for some folks it just being way too much. Like, okay, come on. Enough with the references. Okay. So. Yeah, Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazan. Man, good on you for knowing that on the first try, FYI. Cause yeah, I would have definitely called him like Buttface Magoo or whatever. But yeah, that was a neat nod. They got, you know, it's a dangerous balance, so it's real easy to overdo those references, and I've only seen it once. So I'm still in kind of that honeymoon state where, oh, it's great, it's so good. But I'm very curious to see how it holds up on a repeat viewing. If I'll still feel the same about those cute references and nods and such. Ooh, what were they doing in Jeddah? I thought I had a good handle on Earthing. Game, look, I know you want to give me these hints. I know what I need to do. It just took me a long time to get there. Oh shit. No, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Dark Cross is on the right. I remember that. Hang on, Nathan, you're okay. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! I was not okay.
I think I see what's going on here.
Alright.
Something with the 3 crosses?
Oh
Yeah.
boy. So
I'm guessing
wait.
we're looking at Jesus, our good thief Dismas, and the jerk thief Gestus.
So,
Figure the white cross is Dismas.
did they need to
Black
be
one's
across the
Gestus.
top? And then the bucket on the bottom? That's funny. Alright, let's see what Clue says. Bring the crosses into the light. And then, so the bucket needs to be way up top. I assume, because there's a light there, right? Yeah. Oh, Nathan. So in Legends, meaning the novels and stuff, they made Dr. Evazan into zombies and stuff. Unofficial name. Okay. One of the 12 systems he's wanted on. That's awesome. I see. I didn't realize. Yeah. That's really cool. They can. I mean, that is one thing that Star Wars has always been the master of, is making every single little background character into something. Which is another thing that can kind of...
Check it out. Something up there moved when you put the bucket on top.
There's a channel running from the mechanism to the door.
Okay, so bucket on top is good. Keep it there.
Bucket on top is good. But yeah, it can get a little ridiculous when every single thing is, oh, has some amazing tortured backstory, or is secretly a Jedi. The death sentence on 12 systems! Those guys are such buttholes. And I mean, Dude Man's friend looks like a literal butthole, so... I don't know. I'm torn on those kind of references, like... But I don't know, the movie overall was a lot of fun, and it felt like a new story, which was something that I can't say for Force Awakens, even though Force Awakens had better characters. Because, like, K2SO was great, but I didn't care about Jyn Erso. I didn't even care about her dad, who was played by Mads Mikkelsen, who is straight up one of my absolute favorite actors, and I was so pumped for him to be in this. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so it wasn't just like there's a story reason why he was there. I get what you're saying. It's just interesting to think there's so much stuff for them to draw from, and there's so much content they want to make. It's like, will Dr. Evazan have his movie someday? He could. Oh god, I'm so bad at these kind of puzzles. Okay, so we get this. Oh, the bucket's up there though. Fuck. Oh boy. Well, we'll move it away for now, so that this can move. Actually, that needs to be there. It's the black one that needs to get to the other side. Okay. But yeah, when are we getting our Dr. Evazan movie? When are we getting our R2-D4? Remember the one that blows up in New Hope when they're buying droids? The one astromech unit that's got a bad motivator. When's he getting a movie? When are we getting the Darth Jar Jar movie? These are big questions that Disney has to answer in the coming years. I think young Lando's going to be fun. I think Childish Gambino, I can't think of his human person name. I think he'll be a great Lando. And I'm very excited that Chris... I always mix them up. They're either Chris Miller and Phil Lord, or Chris Lord... I think it's Chris Lord and Phil Miller? I don't know. The team that did the Lego movie and 22 and 23 Jump Street. He's doing the Lando movie. I think that's going to be great. Or at least has the potential to be great. Who knows? It could suck fat ones. The updated holiday special. Oh my god. Unlimited budget. Well, that would kind of be not in the spirit of the holiday special. You wanna crank out a quick, shitty variety show. Good God. Funny or Die did a. I just saw it today. I think they must have reran it.
You could try pulling the switch.
I could.
But yeah, they reran a Force Awakens version of the holiday special. It's all about Droid Day, and they nailed it. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, but it's pretty good. Yeah, you watched the holiday special? Colton, my condolences to your brain. Holy shit. That's like the worst thing in the universe. Oh my goodness. And I gotta ask, did you watch that with riff tracks, or did you tough it out alone? When's the Lumpy solo movie? Dude, that's the real question. Also, how weird did you feel watching the Grandpa Wookie jack off to a VR simulation? What the fuck is that show? It's a problem. Somebody sat down and said, "Hey, you know what kids love in 1978? Star Wars. You know what else they love? Christmas. Christmas is coming up. I know. Let's let's show Chewie's dad jerking it to a hologram. You got it, boss. This is why you're the best." No riff tracks, just the original holiday special. The commercials are so fun. But holy shit, that first 17 minutes where it's just Wookiees screaming at each other. Good job getting through that one, buddy. that is quite an effort. Because there's a big difference between fun bad and just unwatchable bad. And the Christmas special has its moments of fun bad, but they're surrounded by vast seas of boring bad. So my hat is off to anyone who makes it through that whole thing. I've done it a couple times. It is funny, especially like you said, if you have some friends around, you can goof on it. It is imminently riffable. Oh God, that poor man. I forget the actor's name, but he was in Blazing Saddles. Yeah, playing that terrible ass like Space Chef TV parody. It's like, what? No one liked Star Wars because of its snarky satire of modern TV. No kid enjoyed Star Wars because of a hilarious TV show parody. What the fuck? Who decided variety show? It's crazy. Oh, who decided to make me do this puzzle? Okay. So, I need to separate the bucket and that cross, I'm thinking. Like this. And then we need to get this cross up like that. Ah, now it's all connected. This is the worst puzzle in the world. So, I'm going to talk more about the Star Wars Holiday Special, because the other segment that actor did, where he's like a computer repair counselor, and Lumpy is watching the video of him, is like a Tim and Eric sketch. And that blew my mind and made me think. It made me wonder, did Tim and Eric watch the Star Wars Holiday Special and go, that's what we want to make a show of. This is our brand of comedy forever after. Okay. So that shouldn't be all the way there. Right? Or should it be? The stormtroopers were amazing in that. They're these dumpy, angry dads. It should be, yeah. Here we go. Like, they don't look as menacing as they do in other media, to put it kindly. Well, yeah, there's, I mean, oh, let's see. Close enough, right? The Star Wars Holiday Special goes for this weird, like, melodrama of, like, they're purposely trying to invoke Holocaust stuff, right? That's what they were going for. Like, Lumpy's supposed to be like this shitty, hairy little Anne Frank, which is gross. It's gross that they thought, oh yeah, this story is definitely this Star Wars Christmas special definitely is in the same league as Diary of Anne Frank. I don't know, it's weird. They go for the melodrama once in a while, and then they cut back to that poor character actor going stir whip, stir, and it makes you want to die. The Boba Fett cartoon's kind of sweet though. I feel like that's the big takeaway for a lot of folks, myself included. You know what, the Boba Fett cartoon's kind of sweet. Okay, so let's see if Matt was thinking fourth dimensionally enough here. I have a plan now. I haven't been communicating it. I've just been rambling about the Star Wars Christmas special. But shit. I have a shitty plan. It sucks. Fuck! Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can make this happen. Nope. Okay. Okay. Yeah? Maybe? Oh, shit. Because if I flip it around, it's wrong. Fuck. What? What hint do you have? Are you sure you'd like to skip this puzzle? No! That's so insulting. I'll get it, okay, game? Calm down. How dare they? I mean, I get it. The game is sick of me fucking around with this. Okay. Look at this, though. Look at this. Do you believe in miracles? Preem, preem.
Let's? So you're gonna pull the switch?
Oh, no. I hate
Dude,
to
18
fight
seconds
you.
of Vader, you also get Carrie Fisher at her highest, which is impressive, because that is a woman who loves some drugas. And you also have Monster Mash face Luke Skywalker, who they tried to hide behind, like, smoke and props. Because that poor dude just got out of a fucking motorcycle accident. It is an amazing disaster. Also, don't forget the gross, like, Brady
So,
Bunch in
if
space
that was a
set
test,
that their treehouse
What do
is.
you suppose it
It
was
is-
testing exactly?
Boy, I
Fill
gotta
in a
tell you,
bucket.
Colton,
I
I
didn't
think
know
we
about
could
St.
talk about the
Dismas.
Star Wars Holiday
I bet
Special
Avery and all
for the
of his
whole rest
crew
of the
were intimately
stream.
familiar with.
Not that hard of a test.
Yeah,
It's not the
poor
only
poor
one.
Carrie Fisher. She's had a hard life, right? I mean, drugs are rad, especially if you're in the 70s. Holy shit. You know, it's funny you mentioned that she outdid John Belushi, which I don't know if you're joking, because that could be, you know, like an exaggeration, or it could just be a fact. I don't have the facts on that. She's still around though. Maybe she was doing it right. I remember I read in, it was either Live from New York or it might have been Belushi's,
Whoa,
the book that
watch your
Belushi's
step.
wife put together about him, or his
It's like
ex-wife.
live and breathe.
But they
So
were
look at
the
this
original cast was more worried about Dan
It
Aykroyd
must be right under the
than
cathedral.
Belushi. I guess he
You
was
think
a
Rafe and
fucking
Nadine have
nut
any idea this is
and
directly
would go
into their
missing
fate?
for days
With
and
enough
or
explosives,
you know
they're gonna
get
find
fucked
out
up and
sooner or
then
later.
hop on one of his many motorcycles. And that just blew. That's so funny to me that Dan Aykroyd was even like a consideration, because you always hear, "Oh man, John Belushi," and you know, dude died of it. But I guess Dan Aykroyd was as much or more of a wild child than Belushi, which I would not have guessed. You know what? Now that you mention that, I think I remember hearing about that. How John Belushi told Carrie Fisher to cool it on the drugs. That's a scary sign. That's bad news. If John Belushi comes up to you and is like, "Hey man, I'm worried about you. You fucked up bad. You need to cool it." So I'm glad Carrie's still with us. Every time I read an interview with her, it is hilarious. And she writes a bunch of shit. She's a ghostwriter on a ton of stuff. She's jamming.
Okay.
I dig that. I like finding hidden depths like that. Like when I found out
Let's look for a way out.
the Admiral in GMK, well, it was like one of Japan's biggest rock stars in the 70s. I was like, oh shit, go you, man.
Hey, get me up to that ladder.
Sure thing.
A coke nail.
Okay. I got something for you up here.
Oh, she's
Use
out
this
of
to reach
control.
those handholds on the wall over there.
Good call.
I think Reggie Watts has a big coke nail too, right? It's like, I fucking love that guy to death. So if he needs a coke nail, good for him. I almost think it's a fashion choice though, because he's got like some painted nails and stuff too. Oh shit. Broken legs. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Don Fry, who, yeah, like Colton, like you were saying, he played Gordon in Final Wars. I didn't know what was going on with him until just recently. So glad to hear some good news. Because he's great. He was so much fucking fun in Final Wars. I think even if you hate that movie, you can at least enjoy him on kind of a camp level.
Bridges and walkways weren't broken.
I guess we're a couple hundred years late.
Wouldn't we all? Isn't the internet the only reason why we're not whacked out of our domes on cocaine 24/7? I mean, that was the 80s. That was the 80s. Nobody had internet, so they were all on cocaine. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Shit. Oh, jeez. Derp. Dude, and not just the 80s, but 80s Hollywood. Come on. That shit's everywhere. It's probably still everywhere to some extent. I get the impression that not so much within SNL. Whenever I read anything like about the inner workings, it seems to point to them being pretty sober.
You need me to slow down for you?
I'm right behind you.
This way. Through here.
It is so weird to think about. I guess, you know, back in the day you'd have hopefully more people reading or taking up some other kind of hobby, but it is weird to think about pre-internet society. It wasn't even that long ago.
That makes sense.
I grew
We're
up
under a
in
cathedral.
largely internet-free society, and we got along okay. Just watched a lot of TV, I think. It's the only reason I've seen shit like Full House and Saved by the Bell. I didn't actually like them. I would just, well, it was on TV, so I gotta watch it. Listen to a record and stare at a wall. Yeah. God, yeah, you get pre-TV. And it gets real dicey. I'm not a big music guy. I mean, I love music. I'm human. But I don't know, just putting on a record and stare, like you said, put on a record and stare at a wall, that's kind of unnerving. Dude, not only, like, going back to pre-internet's one thing, but even, did you have dial-up? Did you have that whole mess? Because even that, like, I mean, granted, any internet was incredible, but you had to dial up, you had to make sure nobody was on the phone, you had to make sure nobody called. Downloading a picture took forever. A picture! You have to sit there and wait. Like, if I wanted to look up screenshots of the next Zelda, I had to hope they were good screenshots,
Make it happen.
and I had to hope they all loaded.
I'll send a couple of men over right away. Good.
Dial up that fucking
we
terrible
luck with those
noise it would make in your
manuscripts?
phone too.
We have a minute.
Oh boy, those were the days.
Keep me updated.
Yes, ma'am.
There's something kind of hilarious. I mean, not kind of. There's something very hilarious about it now that we don't have to deal with it.
Did you hear? They found a whole annexed area under
Look
the
at
cathedral.
these villains.
I did. Have you seen it?
No. Why?
Chat rooms. Chat rooms
There
were
wasn't much
huge
left.
in the era
After they
of
finished
dial-up.
finding
I think about that a lot.
My men have been
And how I would
getting
spend
their
times
blood
Like
in
100
in
well-armed bulls in a china shop.
chat rooms. I would never do that
Progress in
now.
2 days than we've made in months.
That was like the thing. Oh yeah, on Yahoo of all places, a pre-Google world. It is hilarious to think about.
Okay.
I wonder if that stuff will be documented. I wonder if
I'll let them know they need to
in
give you a
20,
heads up
30
before they do
years,
anything
will
drastic.
we have that slice of life movie that talks
Or you can tell them
about,
to sit
you know, that
tight
shows
until I
kids
analyze
dealing
the few
with
clues that
dial-up?
haven't been blown up.
No, we can't sit
Because in
around
the
waiting any
80s you had
longer.
these
All due
slice of life
respect, I think I
movies
have
about the
more experience
50s.
with this sort of thing than
There was
you
a
do.
ton of them.
We tried things your way.
Like
Bullshit.
shit like Stand By
You've been
Me.
wanting to level this
or
place
The
ever since we
Sandlot.
got here.
No, I wanted to
And I
steal that
feel like
cross
we
long
haven't
before it
had
ever
many
even
of
made
those
it to that
since.
auction. The same auction where I couldn't have my men around to deal with any surprises.
The auction was the cleanest way
But
to get
instead
the
of
cross.
going with my gut, I listened to you. And now we have competition.
Oh, well, I didn't think he'd show up.
Hey, Riccio!
Maybe
What's
I
up,
wanted
buddy?
to draw 'em out.
1960s America. I think
Why
a
the
few
hell would I
people
do
were
that?
high all the time. Man,
Because
though
you
you
think
you
you
know
can.
what? If you really wanna frustrate yourself,
Maybe you do.
look up why
Nowadays,
weed ever became
I'm done
illegal in
trying
the
to do
first
things the
place,
clean
because
way.
it's
If the treasure's
entirely
here, we'll find it.
based
If
on
not-
trying to keep some minorities down, and it's like
Maybe it's time.
that's
to move on.
crazy to me. Shit is so much safer than alcohol. Like if we when they
It's not personal.
when they banned alcohol, they should have unbanned weed. Like,
I'll let you know if anything turns up.
I don't want to say we'd be in a utopia now, but maybe we would. How many people of alcohol die a year?
Let's get moving
Way
before
too
they blow
many.
that treasure to bits.
How many people die of weed a year? Literally zero.
You think she was right, though? About what? About Rafe wanting to draw you out. As long as he doesn't get the upper hand, who cares? Doesn't matter.
Cigarette companies would make $1 trillion if they jumped on that bandwagon.
What annexed area you suppose they were talking about?
There's got to be some side chamber because we're the only ones
People
here.
are smoking less and less tobacco all the time. They need to. All you got to do is segue to weed. My favorite over the top anti-weed parody was the one with Drake. Did you see that? So back in the day before he was rapping, he was a character on Degrassi in a wheelchair. And so somebody put together this spoof anti-weed ad that took a screenshot from that and was like, this young man, you know, injected 1 marijuana. And now he's in a wheelchair. And, you know, and the best part is when people believe it. Somebody posted on Facebook as a joke, and then, you know, your aunt is like, oh my god, that's so sad. Aunt Linda, calm down. It's a joke. Another, this is a way
little too
older
high to
one,
jump up
but
there
when
unless
The
you got a
Simpsons spoofed that
trampoline.
too with the, I think it was Flanders put on like a Christian haunted house,
Hey, do you have a
or it
trampoline?
was like an anti-drug
I wish.
exhibit at a museum or something, and they showed, and Blondie here's got the munchies for a California cheeseburger, and it's this animatronic of a hippie eating a baby. Love it. Whoop. I see. You know, I was bitching about these reminders earlier, but they are extremely handy for me tonight. Note to self. Don't stop playing this for like 4 weeks. I was talking about this when I was playing Doom a little bit, and I don't realize how much Resident Evil I played until I play a game like this, or like Doom, and my brain starts just automatically going to Resident Evil rules, like I'm looking for herbs and ammo boxes, or even typewriter rolls, which they haven't used that in forever. Ooh. Let's inspect it, guys. Beautiful. Alright, get out of here. Alright, so where are we going? Is that where I came from? Ooh. Oh, that's Bro, right? Yeah, that's where I came from. I thought he was some kind of spooky creature at first. Is that not where I came from? Why do I get lost so easy? Okay, that must be where I need to go. That's why Bro is here. Okay. Absolutely. Bro, what's up? We doing this? Alright. Okay. Oh, what does he have to say? Oh, I still got the rope out. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. Speaking of 1960s America, did you see, I think it was on Showtime, the TV adaptation of the Stephen King book 11/22/63? Because that was awesome. And I think that replaced it replaced Mad Men in my head as my go-to visualization of the 60s. Like when that comes up, I now imagine old-timey James Franco. I don't remember Pee-wee's anti-drug ad. I'll have to check that out. If you want to get into kids characters doing anti-drug ads, how about that fucking cartoon All-Stars blah 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 thing that had Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, DuckTales, and like I think they had to have like He-Man and G.I. Joe in there too, right? That was lame. I remember being excited, like, oh, I love all these characters. Oh, Nathan, I'm so sorry. I love all these characters, and then you watch it, and they're just yelling at you not to smoke. It's like, okay. Glad we all got together for this, guys. I'm glad Slimer showed up to tell me about lung cancer. Slimer, aren't you dead? Why do you care? Colton got them links for me. I'm gonna click them when I can. Alright, bro. We gotta boost up, right?
A little too high to jump up there unless you got a trampoline.
Left it in my backyard.
Oh, darn. Wait, do you have a trampoline?
I wish.
Made for TV Shining. I never saw that one, but that has the guy from Wings. And I remember Stephen King was way happier with that one than he was with Kubrick's. I guess he's real pissy about the Kubrick adaptation. And Jess is a huge Stephen King freak, and she was kind of breaking it down for me. The movie is good, but I guess it's pretty different from the book. Oh, I need to get there. Okay.
And there's a path back there.
So yeah, so the TV version was going to be the, Stephen King version, the official movie version. And I saw like part of it, and I feel like I couldn't get past the fact that it was the guy from Wings, which is lame. But it came out when I was in like middle school. So I guess Wings was still really fresh in my mind. I was that kind of kid. I was the kind of kid that would watch Wings or Night Court or fucking Murphy Brown. Didn't get any of the jokes. I just, it seemed cool. Yeah, that's what I've heard, is that it's closer to the books, but it doesn't have that artistry to it, the surreal aspect. It's not quite there. And I don't know, topiaries aren't scary. I feel like that's the type of spooky thing you can pull off in a book, but not. I mean, that's got to be like impossible to pull off in live action. I feel bad for this guy. I'm really juking him around. Rip! Damn it! Damn it, Nathan! You guys excited about the Gunslinger Dark Tower movies? I just started reading those books, and I'm realizing I should have read them a long time ago, because that is a very cool type of fantasy. I'm not big on Lord of the Rings-y, medieval Europe kind of stuff. So the fact that it's, parallel dimensions and a lot of it takes place in a weird spaghetti western kind of world, and there's robots and shit, that is direct. Fuck, man. Come on, Nathan. Reach your arms up. But that is Gunslingers. That's right in my wheelhouse. That's kind of what I'm looking for out of fantasy novels. And I think Idris Elba is a bold choice, but I think it's a good choice because Idris Elba is pretty fucking rad. And I'm more than that. I'm really psyched about Matthew McConaughey as the Man in Black. Because holy shit, True Detective was scary and awesome. Gunslinger / Dark Tower series. It's not so much that it's fantasy mixed with sci-fi as it's just kind of a different version of fantasy. And I if you're even a little bit curious about it, you should just check it out.
Hang on.
Because I feel like if I tell you too much, it'll I don't know, it'll take some of the mystique out of it or something. It's one of those Matrix situations where it's better to kind of just dive in and experience it for yourself, because it's different. It's a really different thing. Parts of it take place in our world, and parts of it don't, and not in like a wonderful Narnia kind of way, but in kind of a bleak, kick-ass way. It's not, they're not horror books, but they do have that, they got some bite to them, they got some edge to them, as you would expect from a horror author. It's good shit. I hope the movies are good.
Well, we're definitely getting closer to the cathedral.
Oh, what's left of it.
I just finished book 3 out of 7 for that series. So no spoilies.
It seemed like a good idea at the time. Be back up in a sec.
Oh, is that a sparkle?
I'll be here.
I want that. Let's see if I can work my way back around. I do wonder if because the only other Stephen King that I've read at this point is Pet Sematary, and I know there are lots of kind of references to other Stephen King books within the Dark Tower books. So I'm like, was this a good choice? But once I couldn't put down the first one, I'm like, yeah, this is a good choice. what was maybe not a good choice coming up here. Ramp. Oh, here we go. It's got a lot of really, I don't know. It really could make a kick-ass movie. It's got some. You've probably seen some shit from it on shirts and stuff, and just didn't know what it was referring to. There's some really great like iconography and I don't know how to say it. There's like cool sayings, like "May the Force be with you" level stuff, where it's like if this movie is done right, this could be a really big deal because the books are already a big-ish deal. There's some big ideas in there, and there's some really cool characters in there. I can't get over there. How about speaking of Stephen King, how about that It remake? Is that and I mean that. How about it? I don't know where it is anymore. I kind of stopped paying attention to it. Are they going to include the gangbang scene at the end? I hope not. I haven't read that one, but I heard about that ending and I'm like, Jesus, Steve, what are you doing? Kind of circling back to, we were talking earlier about Carrie Fisher, John Belushi, these 80s folks that did all of the drugs. And you better believe Mr. Steve King was right there with them. He doesn't remember writing Cujo. Balloons and bodies do float. Oh my god. That is one of my favorite things ever. So, as I've said, never read that book. And, I had never seen the movie until just a few years ago. So imagine my surprise. There's a lot of setup to this story. So, senior year of high school, I had to take a gym credit because I'm a fucking nerd. And I avoided gym class for as long as possible. And, to try and ease my suffering as much as possible, I just went for, level nothing, baby bullshit gym. So I'm a senior in a class with freshmen. And I don't know if you're recently out of high school or in high school or not in high school yet, but the difference between freshmen and seniors is hilarious. Because some of those freshmen are like adults. They're like giant adults. Because hormones are weird. But a lot of them seem like babies. And as a senior, you're pretty close to an adult. You're physically almost an adult. So it's kind of hilarious to have these adults, these proto-adults in biology only, going to school with basically babies. And so, long story short, I was in gym class with a bunch of babies. And I'm, not a super athlete. But whatever. It's fine. I'm not a total slob either. But so I'm this basically almost adult, physically, in a class with nothing but babies. And one of them would come up to me, not every day, but every other day. He'd run up to me and go, "We all float down here. Beep beep, Richie." Like he would just quote Pennywise at me out of nowhere. And he wasn't like a what the fuck am I supposed to do here? He wasn't like a gothy kid. He wasn't in the trench coat mafia. He was just a regular little dork dude in like a polo shirt. And he would start saying Pennywise quotes to me. And I'm like, I don't know. In my, I didn't say this out loud, but in my head, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, kid? Why are you saying this shit to me? I don't want a balloon. And it's one of my favorite high school memories. That and this stoner kid that I worked with at Taco Bell who did a perfect but soundless impression of Fred Durst. Okay. Doesn't it seem like I should drop down to those things? Ah, I was pushing the wrong button. As I am wont to do. Ah, fork in the road. Cat in the wall. Did I go to the same school that you do? What school do you go to? The fact that you said bloody makes me think no. The school I went to, we don't say bloody. If you went to school in Southeast Michigan, then maybe. And we'll leave it at that. Unless you want to give me your home address and social security number and credit card number, then we could definitely figure it out. If you want to go ahead and type that in for me. Don't worry, I'm a Nigerian prince. Alright. Do I want to be here? Doesn't seem like I have a lot of places I can go. Well, but there's our path. Let's go for it! Born and raised in Florida. None of your family is British. You are an enigma. True story, my friend. So, born and raised in Florida. Did you get to spend any time in England or the UK? Or are you strictly Florida? Are you Florida man? Because if so, we need to talk. I've seen some newspaper headlines about you, my friend. I just did a big fucking circle. What good did this do me? What have I accomplished? Is this a case of I needed to be listening to a cutscene? I hope not. Okay, let's hope not. Oh, sorry, Nate. Come on, baby! Dang. Never been to Britain land. Oh, British YouTubers. Yep, that is how you pick that up. Seems like a cool place. I'd like to visit sometime. Eat some boiled food. It does seem pretty chill. Like, no joke, it does seem pretty chill there. Jess is very interested in visiting Ireland too, so that would be cool because she has family from there, and you know she's a redhead. So yeah, it just seems like it'd be a cool place to visit. I'll make sure to wear my Stars and Stripe baseball cap and loudly complain about there not being enough McDonald's. Because I hear British people are super into that.
Hi.
Going in March? Yes, I do want to go. Buy me a first class ticket, right? That's cool. So if you've never, that's really cool if you've never been though. Are you tracking down?
Than I was expecting.
Are you tracking down family and stuff? Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm very nosy.
Spared no expense to hide $400 million.
Wow. This is a very pretty game. I like these hexagon-shaped columns of rock. I wonder if that's based on a real-world phenomena or if that was an art choice. Either way, it's fun-looking.
Gotta find another way across.
Going just because? Shit, dude, that's like the best reason to go. That is the best reason to go. You'll have an awesome time then.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, here we go. I see. I see. You're gonna parkour.
Good thing you're not heavier than the crate. Okay. Made it. What's the plan? I'm working on it.
Ka-cha. What do we got? If you go, not if, when you go, will you promise to visit all the locations that they shot at for American Werewolf in London? That's a fair request, right? Ooh, Scottish Tipstaff. The, what is it? The Slaughtered Lamb Inn?
We can hook our ropes onto this. That'll work.
Where are we? Okay. All right. Yes. Oh, thanks, hon. I appreciate any effort. I've just been thinking about that movie a lot lately, and that is for sure my favorite werewolf movie. Shit is number 1. So what do you want me to do? I need to get back over there, right? And don't die. Yes. But yeah, that's a great flick. I think it's because the Rick Baker just had a birthday, and that was one of his big breaks. And Rick Baker is the guy who did the special makeup effects for that and Thriller,
Who needs bridges?
Men in Black, all kinds of awesome shit.
No, I wouldn't mind bridges.
Either that or Twilight. Hey man, to each their own. I'm not even. It's cool. You know what I mean? People can like what they want. It is funny to think about. I saw the first one of those, and
Okay,
whew.
go through there.
Whew.
So how do we get through?
I saw it without sound once, and that somehow made it funnier. It just these sad, pale teenagers staring at each other, and like not in a convincing way. You had one job.
This place wasn't completely falling apart. We'd probably be trapped again.
Wow.
Nathan, look around you.
Holy crap. This must have been another test, but it all just crumbled into the ocean.
Well, I guess the test now is... How the hell do we get to the other side?
It was without sound because we were at a gosh, what do you call it? There's a word for it, but they were playing the movie outside for free in the park on like a big inflatable screen. And so we were far enough away that we couldn't hear it. I think because my girlfriend at the time loved it, which you could see why she is no longer my girlfriend, among so many other reasons. But she wanted to see it real bad, and I think the compromise we made was that it would it wasn't a drive-in, it was just in the park. Just something they did a few times a month in the summer. I don't know if there's a word for it. I think just movies in the park. I have been to a drive-in theater. I'm very lucky that Michigan still has, I think, a couple, and one of them's very close. So that's such a cool experience. I don't know if you've got that in Florida or not, because I know those are going away. What reaching into that thing felt like. He's quite the accomplished cartoonist. Drive-ins are fun, but the movie dork in me is like, well, because it's such a different experience. I love getting 2 movies for one though. I don't think I explained myself very clearly. The movie dork in me is like, well, the sound isn't quite as good, and the picture isn't always as good, and somebody's fucking headlights might be on, and it messes up the screen. But it's worth doing. I think everybody should do it once. That's a fun date. Even the one Jess and I went on, where it started pouring rain during the second movie, and it got really cold, so I needed to run the car to keep the heat on, just idling, you know. And the battery died in the pouring rain, and I think we ended up, you know, waiting for...
Well, here goes nothing.
Because there was like nobody there. So we ended up waiting for, like, not a tow truck, but just like a repair truck or something to come out and help us out with the battery.
I'll weigh it down. Go.
And it's funny, oh shit. It's funny now, but at the time it sucked. So make sure your battery's all good when you go to a drive.
Made it. All right.
Let's see, when that happened, we saw...
What about me? Right.
We saw
Let me look
Maze
around.
Runner and Let's Be Cops.
Cool, I'll just...
Guess what weren't good? Either. Maze Runner was okay.
Check out all that
Oh
machinery.
shit.
Yeah, it really makes you appreciate
Maze Runner was okay, but a very clear attempt at Hunger Games.
Don't
Let's Be
glib.
Cops had like one good joke.
Marvel of human engineering. Any luck? Yeah, give me a sec.
Maze Runner? You get 1,000,000 bonus points for that spelling, Colton. It is kind of corny. It had some cool visuals though. I liked the kids being trapped in that little square space with the huge walls and the huge door. If that was CG,
Okay,
that was
found something to weigh
nice
down the
solid
seesaw.
CG.
Heavier
They
than
ended up
I
making
am.
a didn't they? They made a sequel to that anyway, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Just like those Divergent movies. I don't even know what the hell those are. But they ended up they still made like
Hey,
3
nice
of them,
airtime.
and then there was supposed to be a 4th one.
Well, if treasure hunting doesn't work
And-
out, you can always join the circus.
Shit.
Not-
Oh, Nathan. They made like 3 of those. There was a 4th one because there was a 4th book.
Well, if
But
treasure
at
hunting
the
doesn't
very,
work
very
out, we can
last
always join
second,
the circus. Not if they have
the
clowns.
actors found out
Now,
the hard
don't
way
know that, huh?
that it wasn't getting
No
a
one is.
theatrical release. It was being done as a TV movie.
Oh, crap.
And oh shit, what is happening? That cracked me up though. It's just these poor actors were like, oh yeah, Divergent and Detergent and Regurgent. Yeah, this is gonna be the next Hunger Games. This is gonna be my meal ticket.
At this point, I'd
Or at the
rather
very
take
least,
another
this will look
dentist.
great on my resume. And then the
point,
4th one, they
I
didn't
hope
even
we're at the end
do
of this
like a real movie because they recast it. I think. I don't know. Colton says it just appalled me that its tagline was, "It isn't a game." Yeah. Oh, it is a spoiler. I didn't even think about that. I strictly read that as a dig at Hunger Games. That's funny. I think that means the slogan is more
Bit
clever than the
dramatic
actual
with the
movie.
statues here. Seriously.
I love that. I love that
Decorate
when
treasure
an
barrels
attempted franchise
or build
takes a
elaborate
pot
tests.
shot at a gigantic franchise,
Either we're missing
like
something,
the
or it was
1978
really,
classic
really
Laser Blast, which is about a young man who finds a fucking laser gun and it fuses to his arm and it makes him evil. They have a scene towards the end where he's going on his rampage,
Never get used to
and there's a wooden sign with the phrase Star Wars painted on it. So he drives by and blows it up, and I think he even has a snarky line like, "Ugh, that sucks," or something. And it's like, yeah, laser blasts. You think you're gonna beat Star Wars?
At least this one has some jewels.
Alrighty.
Right? Whoa, whoa, don't touch it.
Why?
Look at it. It's the only valuable thing we've seen in this cave.
Right.
This is another test.
Agreed.
Yeah. Or lack thereof.
Okay, so
Speaking of young adult stuff, did anybody see Fantastic Beasts?
Sure about this?
Because, like, I liked I loved the Harry Potter books.
Pretty sure we'll have
The
to do it.
movies were okay.
Just one now.
And then
I got it.
I just kind of had mixed feelings about them being like, oh, more Harry Potter stuff. Like, more Harry Potter stuff is fun. And the fact that it's about monsters kind of grabs my attention. But I don't hear anybody talking about it. Like, I feel like maybe it's one of those that just kind of came and went. Which is interesting to me. I feel like that kind of it not being a huge phenomenon kind of marks the end of the young adult lit to movie bubble. Like, the superhero bubble has taken over 100% now, because even that's not a big deal.
Son of a bitch. He's screwing with us.
What are you talking about?
Avery. He's screwing with
Want to
us.
see but never got a chance. Yeah, same here. I just never got around to it. That's like the double-edged sword of
Kings Bay, great. Well, what's next?
of doing these holiday
North
movies.
Pole?
Like,
Outer
yes,
space?
some people have lots of time off and want to go kill time and watch a movie. But you also have people who are super busy. So, I don't know. Like, I still want to see Arrival,
He was recruiting.
the science fiction movie. I think that one's still in theaters. And then I also want to see the Disney cartoon, Mona and Moana, because that looks really fun. But it's tough, man. I gotta go to shit.
You gentlemen are very, very noisy.
My job
Guns
wants
on
me
the
to
floor.
go there.
Slowly. Must have known you from last time.
Throw me out a window. Didn't do it for you.
Guns.
Rafe. Rafe, come in.
The Harry Potter movies never, I feel like, other than 3, the Prisoner of Azkaban, I feel like they never really grasped the, hey, we're a wizard school concept and, like, had fun with it visually.
Not want to hurry then.
Especially the first 2 look like it's shot on a golf course. And it's like, this
Kings Bay.
is not magical at all, guys.
Yeah, but,
Chris
well,
Columbus, what have you done? And then the ones
I need that
after
crossover to
3
figure it out, but there's
were a
only
little
two
more
people that can
visually
tell you about
exciting,
Let me
but
guess.
they never.
You two.
3 was Alfonso Cuarón.
I'll leave it to Rafe. I'll be waiting a long time.
Oh shit,
Sorry,
the
boys.
baby movie, not
Not
the
here to
baby movie.
negotiate.
That sounds crazy.
Bring me the crucifix.
It's not a crucifix.
What?
Well,
Children of
technically,
Men.
Crucifix refers
I kept
to
getting it mixed up with No Country for Old Men, but yeah, the movie Children of Men with Clive Owen and the amazing single take action shot. Yeah, that guy would make a kick-ass Harry Potter movie. I wish he had done more. I didn't fully dig on their visual for the werewolf though. He looked more like a were-rat. Oh shit! Oh shit! We gotta take cover. Oh, that's not cover. That's not cover, Nathan. There we go. I got. Oh shit! No! No! Oh, I couldn't grab that. I didn't take cover because my brain is still in Doom mode. And Doom's like, cover? Fuck cover! Yeah! Ooh, that was, oh my god! No! Okay, maybe that was, okay, that looks like that was supposed to happen. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh god. Oh my god, what is happening? No, why is it doing this? Ah. Oh, Nathan, grab that thing! Oh, I didn't realize he would grab that. Okay. Wow. Heavens to Betsy. Oh wow, they're very generous with their save points. Shit! I gotta love a video game character that openly goes shit when something bad happens.
That's my chance. Come on.
Nathan Drake is not relatable, but he's definitely more relatable than Doom guy. Fuck! No! Okay.
What's the plan? I'm working on it.
Yeah, that was my one beef with Prisoner of Azkaban, though. Their werewolf was gross, and I think it was supposed to be gross, but I don't know. I think werewolves are more. That's more of a badass monster than a gross monster, in my book. As a werewolf professional.
Here we go. No. That works. Hey, Sam! Coming!
Oh shit! There's so many guys. Oh Melee, I forgot you existed. Oh shit, bad time to take a drink. Oh, here's what we do. Remember, cover, Matt? Cover's a thing that exists.
Thanks. No problem. Man, we really kicked the hornet's nest, didn't we? And we kicked it, punched it, and set it on fire.
All werewolves are beautiful. Oh no. I'm a werewolf shamer. Shit. Shit. All werewolves are beautiful. I don't mean to put the Harry Potter one on blast, because it is supposed to be gross and kind of pathetic. I'm just used to my big old macho wolf mans. Shit. Like my wolf mans like I like my men. Strong. And rich. Shit, I keep pushing the jump button instead of the cover button. I'm the worst adventurer. Oh yeah, shotty. Too bad it's not the difference. Stop pushing the jump button now. Sweet baby Jesus. Let Shotty too hotty do the talking. Whoa, I can't not push the jump button. I've got a brain disease. 4chan, you got. Oh boy. Would you say that you're calling the cyber police? Have I done goofed? It's an old meme, sir, but it checks out. Fuck! Ah, shit! Ooh, dynamite. Oh my god. There we go. Had to get a couple of them, right? Not enough of them, flap! I gotta get my brain out of Doom mode. They want me to shoot this. Fine. Fine, game. Boom. I'll shoot barrels all day. Ooh, an AK? We'll take it. We'll take the AK. Hey, who thought of HK-47 when K2 showed up? Because I did. Obviously, he's not murderous like HK, but just the fact that he's like not a suck up like C-3PO to humans made me think of him right off the bat.
God damn it, Nate, I can hear the fireworks from here. What the hell's going on?
Someday I'll play those games. Yeah, meat bags, man.
Yeah, I figured.
I've actually never played those because I'm fucking sick of Jedis. But characters like HK make me want to take it for a spin. And those games were done by BioWare, right? Sometimes I get them mixed up with Bethesda. Because I did play a little bit of Mass Effect 1, and I dug that, but I got sick of driving that dumb little tank around all the time. Did they ever HD remake those? Because I would pick that shit up in a heartbeat. Star Wars is back in my brain space in a positive way. I got burned out on it for a while, but Rogue One kind of got me hyped up. Kind of got me jonesing for a little more S-dubs. This might be, depending on your specific breed of nerdery, this might be hearsay, but, or not hearsay, like a blasphemy. There we go. But I'm more excited about the next Guardians of the Galaxy than I was even Rogue One, even though it turned out to be pretty good. It's just weirder, and it feels like it's got a little more personality. Star Wars is because Disney bought it. Kaiju movies, I couldn't tell you, but it is a fucking miracle. I'm very happy about that one. But yeah, Disney dropped what, like $4 billion for Star Wars. You knew, like they had to milk that. They'd be crazy not to. It's working so far, commercially and I would say critically. Neither of them have been perfect, but they were both fuck tons better than the prequels. And I think I even talked about this last time. I'm wondering about that Star Wars fatigue. Are we gonna get sick of like one movie a year? It's not gonna seem as special anymore. But we're getting 2 and 3 Marvel movies a year, so maybe it doesn't matter. As for kaiju movies doing well, like I said, I no fucking idea why, but it's great. I want to say, because like Pacific Rim did well, but it didn't do great. And it didn't do especially good with like mainstream audiences, and Godzilla 14 did a little better, but it still wasn't like a big breakthrough slam dunk. You know, it wasn't Avengers or anything. And then meanwhile, Japan is having like an Ultraman renaissance, and then we got Shin Godzilla. So I don't know why it's happening, but I'm so glad it is. I wish I could point to like that. It's
Sam, sniper! Find cover!
It's surprising that one is oh shit, is so much more mysterious. Fuck. Oh, okay. That wasn't as involved as I thought it would be. Follow-up question: what the hell is wrong with DC? How you got Batman and Superman in the same movie and nobody likes it? I never thought Godzilla and King Kong would be in better shape franchise-wise than all of DC. Oh, Resurgence! Clearly you're talking about Independence Day, right? The most beloved reboot of the year. Because Martha, you know what? And I need to it is totally unfair that I shit on that movie because I haven't seen it. But I feel like I don't need to see it, or I don't know, man. I read about it. I read a lot about it, so maybe that counts. It just seems like a bad call. Nobody wanted gritty Superman except Zack Snyder. But man, Kaiju, we've got Ultraman is cooking. Got dueling Godzilla franchises. King Kong's about to pop up. Then you got a bunch of weird shit like Colossal sounds neat. They seem to do pretty good on the indie circuit. You got Rampage coming out with franchise Viagra himself, Mr. The Rock. And then we got a Power Ranger coming out in like a month.
Yeah, set her down. One way or another, we'll get to you.
I'm in the clear in regards to needing to see Batman vs Superman. I fucking hope so. You know what the film goers of 2016 need? For superheroes to be depressing. Wait, what? And it's funny because they're both Warner Brothers. And Godzilla and Kong get away with it because they're fucking monsters. It should be kind of scary and upsetting. But Superman, come on. Yeah, Power Rangers has Bryan Cranston, Elizabeth Banks, and Bill Hader. Bat Boy and Super Wanker. Very good. There was a Deadpool comic by Scott Aukerman, actually, of Comedy Bang Bang fame. And it had a passing reference to the Marvel equivalents of Batman vs. Superman being in a movie together, and the subtitle for it was Yawn of Justice. And I was like, oh Scotty Ox, you monster. Oh. Fuck! He's getting all complacent about no gun guys. Oh, I should take cover instead of rolling into gunfire. I want Wonder Woman to be good. You know, like at least one of these has got to come out right. But maybe not. I just think Wonder Woman is cool and would like her movie to not be terrible. Batman and Superman, they can survive that. They've both already had bad movies, and they've been able to move on with their lives. But I'm scared Wonder Woman couldn't recover from that, or at least not for a long time. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Playing with my buttons. Ladies. Yeah! Oh, nope. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh my god. You're still alive? I shot you in the face, bro! Shit. How we doing on water? Wunderbar. Give me gun. Oh shit. There we go. I keep hitting the wrong button. Somebody's gonna get killed from my button pushery. Yeah! Fuck y'all! All of my relationship advice. Here we go. Don't smell bad. And don't be a serial killer. Thus concludes Matt's tips on how to be a ladies' man. I'm lucky. I've been with Jess. We just did 6 years in October. Oh, there we go. I'm not screwed. Oh, but that screwed me. We just crossed the 6-year mark here in October on Halloween. Our anniversary is Halloween, and so yeah, I haven't been in that scene for so long. I weep for anyone that is. It seems like a shit show. Good luck with the dating thing. Okay, let's recover for a sec. Hey, thanks. So we're doing good. We got a nice thing going. And don't worry, I plan to put a ring on it. I'm not leaving her dangle. Oh shit.
Crap! We gotta get past these guys! Oh, it ain't trouble now!
Yeah.
Nice work!
Violets are blue. Oh my god. Colton, I gotta read it out loud. Roses are red, violets are blue. You are my brother, Anakin, I love you! It's truly beautiful. One of these days I'm gonna work up I haven't rewatched the prequels in years at this point. But one of these days I am gonna work up the guts to at least riff tracks them, because I think that would be a lot of fun. I think they are very, very riffable.
Boys, they're shooting at my plane. Hurry the hell up, you're
Oh
right.
my god! Colton, why do you have so many Anakin poems? Roses are red, violets are blue. The Jedi are evil, from my point of view. It's too good. God bless the internet. I feel like the internet can redeem just about any shitty movie. It's actually kind of circling back to something we were talking about last week with B-movie becoming a meme. To the point that Jerry Seinfeld got really confused and thought there was legitimate hype for a B-movie sequel. Okay, now I've seen the Clone Wars cartoon that the Dexter's Lab guy did, and that was really sweet. But are you also saying the CG one is good too? Because I remember when that came out. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, to the plane. Derp. Yeah, the CG one. I remember when it started, there was that movie that came out first, and I did not care for that. Roses are red, violets are blue. Mr. Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do? The CG one, okay. Do I like jazz? I don't know. Do you guys like the official music genre of Star Wars called jizz? Because no shit, that is what they call the type of music that's playing in the cantina.
Madagascar.
No
Think about that for a second.
Not yet. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we're rich.
There's another CG Star Wars cartoon out right now called Rebels, and I've heard that's good
There was a chamber
also.
back there with
Confirm or
a
deny.
giant map of Madagascar on the floor, so
Or don't. It's a
Yeah.
free country.
probably there.
This is beginning to smell a whole lot like wild goose, kid.
Look, the treasure was never in Scotland, okay?
You know what the thing is, too, though, with even if those Clone Wars cartoons are good, that
Cross
that
was an
visual
invitation. The caves were just
look
some sort
for
of,
Star Wars is
initiation.
like tainted.
Oh, so we all
Like it's
passed,
hard
huh?
for me to look at a clone
Congrats,
trooper
Victor.
or a battle
Patches and
droid
parrots now.
and
I
not
don't
just
get it.
kind of
Why the hell
recoil.
would they go to all that bother just to weed people out?
To protect himself.
Rebels is
Avery
good.
was the most wanted man in the world at that
Okay.
time. He had to enlist people that he could trust.
I
in order
might,
to
I
keep
might
their
check those
treasure
out.
secret. What do you mean their treasure?
Rebels, I was really.
Think about this.
This is
Thomas
so.
Tew
This
was
is
a
really
successful
shitty and
pirate in
superficial,
some
but I can be this
Nobody
way about
possibly
new
stand to
shows.
gain from
I
joining
saw
Avery.
I saw some
think
maybe it was
Avery
concept art or
sent
maybe it
out
was
crosses
promotional art.
only
One of
to
the
other
characters had
wealthy
like
pirates himself.
a laser
They
slingshot,
and hid all their treasure.
and instantly I was like, nah, fuck it. And I
would
realize
make
that's
the
totally
guns way
whack. That's a
hard.
shitty
Look like
reason to not give a show a chance,
Exactly.
but I'm being honest.
Holy shit.
The art style really
Okay,
grows on
so
you. I
where
could see that.
exactly
It's got a
in
nice,
Madagascar?
clean
No.
Kings
look.
Bay. It was an old pirate haven back in Avery's
I
time.
could see
I
that
know it well.
when
It's a
you
big
kind of
place.
adjust to it.
Anything
I
more
could see that
specific?
being pretty
Well,
fun to
that
look at.
map chamber completely caved in, so, you know. What are you laughing
I've
at?
heard that about the cartoons. They also flesh out the Jedi, but they also flesh out
The recruits.
Grievous a lot better.
What's the one thing
which
they would've left
that's
over?
cool. Because in the movie, it's just kind of like the prequels had this problem. One of
There's a
their
volcano on
several
this.
big storytelling problems is they had this
There's a
revolving
volcano
door
near
of
Kings
villains,
Bay,
and
which means we need
they
to
never
get a move on.
they never built up their villains very well. I think the best we got build up wise was Darth Maul, and he didn't fucking talk. He didn't have a personality. He just looked cool. And then they kill him off. And then you got Dooku, Christopher Lee, which could have been sweet, because it's fucking Dracula. It's British Dracula. That's amazing. But they just made him be, oh, he's just a, he's a guy in a cape with a lightsaber. And it's like, well, that's really fucking boring. And they kill him at the beginning of 3. And then 3's got Grievous, who looks like a big,
Right, yeah,
it looks like a big
grounded us
anime
for
monster,
sure.
which
You know,
could work
Had some equipment failure, but no one's hurt or anything.
if they gave him enough time. They
long as
they
you guys
don't
are
develop him. He's just.
So are you gonna
I like that
start work
I like that he was like a gross
Well,
version of
postponed,
Darth Vader,
actually.
though.
Looks like we're gonna.
They flesh out
maybe another
Dooku in the
10
series.
days or so.
All right,
10 days.
gets pretty fucking
Hey,
dark.
I
Now,
don't know,
dark
just, go ahead and buy a ticket then.
for dark's sake,
You don't have to do that. It's fine.
or does it feel genuine? Because I don't need shit to be dark.
Okay, well,
If it feels
don't
natural
rush. Make sure that you're safe.
Oh, I
and
will.
fits with the
Always
story,
do.
I'm for it.
Uh,
But I
listen,
never need. I'm never like
sorry, I gotta
craving
go.
it.
Jameson's calling me over.
Okay.
Especially because stuff like Batman vs Superman and I would say Episode 3 go to show that dark doesn't necessarily equal good. Stuff can be dark and stupid. But I don't know. I'll give it a chance. I love my
What
robots.
are the satellites saying, Victor?
Anakin in the show is
Down on the
amazing.
goddamn thing. I lost the signal.
Dark for good
Hey,
reasons.
you know what
Okay.
never loses signal?
All right, Colton. I hope you're not fucking with me. Oh yeah, it's really good, Matt. You should watch it, and then it's terrible.
Volcano.
But you're not the
Get a little
first person
bump
I've heard that from, so I believe it.
Let's get the show on the road.
We'll see. I'm a hard sell on TV. It's like a weird version of having a short attention span.
So, what are we looking for out here?
Well, the map shows all these structures.
I'll watch a
around the
couple
volcano,
2-hour movies,
abandoned
but I won't
outposts,
watch 4
handful
episodes of a show.
watchtowers.
It makes no sense.
Watchtowers?
Avery was the most wanted man in the world. So if he was hiding
I'm
something
finding
out here,
exceptions
makes
to it,
sense
like,
he needs
because that's the thing
to
too.
go. One
Jess
of
is
those
a
towers is
Jess is a
right
TV
on the
fan.
volcano.
With Avery's
She'll
treasure.
if she likes the show, she'll saddle up and binge it. And I'm not a binger mostly. We just started watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, and that shit I could binge. Ooh, that's cool. So yeah, I could see that being more of an emotional payoff. You get to know the stormtroopers who do Order 66.
I see some ruins
That's kind
up
of
ahead.
the hilarious thing
Wait here,
about
I'll go take a look.
making a TV show like that. Even if you have shitty story beats to work with, like if you're trying to,
Victor.
you got to try and write around the terrible Star Wars prequels, you could still, in theory, build out some good stories within that framework. That's just from a writing gymnastics point of view. Now I kind of want to check it out.
Yeah, sure, but I prefer talking to clients face to face. Get a good read on them. Hard to do that in a chat room. Some guy named
So Colton, sometimes the messages do get cut off. I don't think many of yours have. Like I'm seeing your last thing. You were kind of talking about one of the more intense plot lines with they're asking separatists for information. So I saw that, but they do cut off, which is a bummer. That's cool. Yeah, I'm one of my projects is to get a better system set up for my my Twitchcraft. But for now, I'm just kind of sticking with the shit that's baked into the PS4. which is better than nothing. And I would say I bitch all... Bitch? Uh-oh. Oh, dear. I do bitch a lot, don't I? I do binge Ultraman, but I'm binging it in that way that I quote-unquote binge movies when I do research for the blog. And that's that I'll watch that one episode of Ultraman, but it'll take me about an hour to get through because I'm pausing it to take notes and screenshots. It's fun, though. I'm looking forward to doing that a little more.
Well, nothing worthwhile. Come on, let's keep going.
I could use my phone for chat. I should use my phone for chat. That's an excellent idea. What if I told you I was doing that right now? But slowly. You could probably tell because I stopped driving. Look at that. Let's see how this goes. Uh-oh, sorry fellas. Got one hand on my phone, and the other one's giving a peace sign. I hope you guys know what Alanis Morissette is. Otherwise, the cadence of that made no sense. Awkward characters. Yeah. Anakin, dude, I think Anakin's just kind of a ruined character for me across the board. Like, I'd be willing to give it a chance, but, there we go, chat. Boomski. I'm willing to give it a chance, but it would be tough for me to wrap my head around.
Hey, so with our
Especially
luck,
as
what are the
someone who,
odds
like,
this
even when I love a
volcano's gonna
show,
erupt on
there's a
us?
good chance that I will be like, I only feel like watching one
That's the
episode at a
first thing I
time.
looked up when we said we were heading for a volcano.
Like, I was really
That and
digging...
where to rent the cheapest 4x4.
Wait, Sully, you're telling me that you actually
I was really
did some
digging Mad
research?
Men, and
Can't
I didn't
let you
even,
be
I
the
mean, I didn't
know-it-all
even finish the
every
show. I got through, like, season 3 or 4, I'm just like, I'm good. Which is not how any human is supposed to watch a TV show. I'm getting caught up. I finally started watching... Ooh, Handbrake. Can we Tokyo Drift? No. I finally started watching Game of Thrones, and I finished the second most recent season, and then I was like, I want to take a break. More of a... Oh, so they made him likable. What a crazy concept. What a strange idea to make a character likable. Madness. Can we go in the water? Yeah. Ooh,
That
this
bridge
is
there
pretty.
what you would call rickety.
I was hoping I could Tokyo Drift this thing a little bit, but I guess not. Oh, here's your handbrake. I guess it just stops me fast, like it would in real life.
This looks promising. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Made it.
I remember they introduced a bounty hunter character
Okay,
who
kid.
was one of the
Go,
Cantina
drop.
aliens, but with a spaghetti western looking hat on. I'm like, that's kind of
Keep it
sweet.
in the center. Yeah, there's a lot of backseat driving going on.
Ooh,
We're good.
shit.
Everything's good.
Jesus Christ.
I think his name was Cad Bane. I'm like, that's kind of a neat thing.
Onward and upward.
But I don't know, man. I'm so sick of Jedis. Excuse me, Jedi.
Getting nowhere fast.
I don't particularly care for the singular
traction here.
plural. I'd like to slap an
Nathan, the
extraneous
rocks.
S on there.
I got it.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't give a shit about Jedi.
No, turn into
I'm
it.
sick of them. Yoda was about all I needed. Cad Bane is badass.
Let's not get
Nice.
stuck here.
Alright. See, and I guess, and this is viewer error.
Okay.
When
Go get the
because
hang
of
this.
Empire,
Don't spin
when
out now.
to me a Jedi should be like a lone mystical samurai. So them having a role as like generals and stuff, that always kind of, I don't know, man, I couldn't get into it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my
Their role
spine.
as space cops and generals, I'm like, That doesn't seem right. I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way. I never wanted to see a world with hundreds or dozens of Jedi. I like that there was just one or two in the whole universe.
Look, tire tracks. Someone came up this way.
Jedi in the prequels aren't supposed. Cool mystical Jedi. Okay. Do they get... They're supposed to be corrupt somewhat and lost their way. Okay. Do they make that fun, though? Because that's... I think that's the kicker. Because they kind of got that idea across in the prequels, like, hey, our power's fading, we're not what we used to be. But I still hated when they were on screen. Like, and not in a storytelling way. I just was like, ugh, these guys.
Alright, hang on tight.
Okay, I probably can't go up that. Here we go. Whoa. Oh, this is fun. I get why people like this game, or this series. And I can also get why people aren't into it. But I'm loving it.
Take this slow, kid.
Yeah.
I think the world needed a series like this. Oh. What am I hitting? Doesn't like that I touched that bush, I guess. How's the orange chick? I never liked looking at her either. I always felt like a creep.
Came out here because why exactly? Who knows? Maybe for protection? British authorities were closing in on him.
Cool. I will check. I will definitely check out that clip.
He helped them disappear. I mean, the guy clearly had a knack for hiding things.
I'm very, like I said, my only exposure long term to that series was that intro movie. So I'm definitely curious to see something a little more promising than that. Oh, well, hello.
Let's go check out that tower. I'll come with.
And there is, you know, straight up, there just is a limit to how much Star Wars I need in my life. Maybe I'm just a movies guy. I do have movie brain. There's not a, just in general, there's not a lot of TV that I'm like chomping at the bit to watch. It's mostly been Star Trek. Lately, we just tearing it up. That and Ash vs. Evil Dead. Those are two shows I could watch front to back, nonstop. I tried, I like Ash vs. Evil Dead so much. I tried that show that IFC did, Stand Against Evil, which is very clearly wanting to be Ash vs. Evil Dead, and it's got the guy from Scrubs, the mean guy from Scrubs, is the main dude in that. I'm like, oh, that guy is sweet, and the previews looked good, and I watched it, and I gave it like 3 episodes, and it just was a big letdown. The main character's totally hateable, and
Sam, look, that's
the plot was never.
Captain of the Fiery Dragon, operated out of
It just couldn't keep up with Ash.
So maybe Avery recruits pirate captains to what, be his lookouts? That don't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Well, maybe each captain was responsible for a tower.
Because like both lead characters are boneheads.
This certainly isn't
but
our final stop on our tour.
Ash is like a super charming, likable bonehead, and the Stand Against Evil guy was just a dick. And it's a bummer too because the sheriff is played by a comedian who pops up on podcasts I like, and the lady playing his daughter was super funny too. So TV. Oh. stupid. Alright, I'm gonna stay up a little later. I'm feeling saucy. I'm all fired up about television.
Let's go check
I want
out
to watch
that town.
Battlestar
Come
Galactica.
with.
Especially when I found out one of the Next Generation dudes
Pretty
was
good
like the
shape for
showrunner
something
for
several hundred years old.
BSG.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to see it anyway.
Definitely ruins
And
from
just never got
Avery's era.
around to it. And then just when Jess and I were about to watch it, they took it off Netflix. And I was like, come on. Come on.
Sam, look.
That's Christopher Condon's sigil. He's captain of the Fiery Dragon, operated out of Madagascar around Avery's time. So maybe Avery recruits pirate captains to, what, be his lookouts? That don't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Well, maybe each captain was responsible for a tower, along with providing the men for it. Whatever the case, this certainly isn't our final stop on our tour.
Oh, I guess I need to get back in the Jeep. Speaking of Netflix, did anybody watch the Voltron show they did? I guess I'm asking because I want to know if it's worth a try before I jump on it.
Something was wrapped
Because I
around
watched a
his
bunch
tree.
of episodes of the King Kong show that Netflix did, and it was awful. And I guess even if it's awful, I'll still probably give it a try. Actually, because it's awful, I would probably still give it a try, but I guess I just want to know beforehand.
Hey, did you know our car came with a winch?
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Oh, there was a nice little reenactment of
Not sure yet.
Nedry's scene in Jurassic Park. Stick, stupid, get the stick! Whoop! Next time you watch Jurassic Park, listen for the wacky cartoon sound effect they put in for Dennis Nedry when he falls down a wet hill to his certain doom. Because he's fat! Oh, this is just like... Oh, yeah!
There, that ought to do it.
Oh. I was gonna say it's just like Shadows of the Empire. But no Star Wars quotes came up when I did that.
Well, that looked like fun.
Steeper than it looks. All right, ready? Give
Fucking
it a
Newman. Always getting eaten by dinosaurs.
Here we go. Steady. Steady. See, Sully? Winch.
Jurassic Park
Totally
was
worked.
great because
We
I
cleared
was
the hill. It
almost
hasn't exactly paid
too
for
little
itself.
/ too big of a
Well,
wuss for it.
Yeah. Small victories.
But
well, I'll
not so much
celebrate
that
the
I
big
didn't
ones.
get to see it
I
in
just gotta put
theaters.
the winch back
That
and
shit
we'll
was
be on our
scary.
way.
Those raptors fucked me up pretty solid. Mostly when Ellie is going to the shed to turn the power back on, and she finds Samuel L. Jackson's
Feast your
arm
eyes,
only.
gentlemen.
I was like,
Wow.
nah, dude.
Spectacular.
Just imagine, you've come here, a well-to-do pirate far away from your oppressive government.
Oh, poor oppressed pirates. All they wanted to do was to murder and pillage in peace.
No, they wanted to live as free men.
I liked
Well, if you
Jurassic
gotta pick a
World,
place to run away from society. You could do a lot
but I'm not
worse
so
than
sure
here.
about doing another one. Silly naked raptors. Oh, because they had
Taking
feathers,
forever to get to this volcano.
right? In real life.
Patience, Victor, patience. Do you know how those
I love
pirates
how
got
Jurassic
here?
Park
They had
danced
to
around
start
that one
England,
in-
sailed to Brazil, then
They mentioned it
cut
in
back
3,
across
but I
the
think
Atlantic to
World
South
did
Africa,
too.
and they
That
figured all that
they
out
they
with
acknowledge that
paper,
they're not true
charts, and by
dinosaurs.
looking
They're
at the stars.
the movie
You're
monsters that
describing sailing to a former squid.
park goers
The
want
point
them to
is, we
be.
got
I
it
thought that was a
pretty
really
easy.
clever way to
Yeah.
dance around
Still
the
taking a
scientific
long time.
inaccuracy. Because they made, especially when the first one came out, they made a big fucking deal about, oh, these are the most scientifically accurate dinosaurs. You know, they were really excited about how, you know, T-Rex and Raptor, their posture was like birds. instead of the old Godzilla dinosaurs. Like, oh, see, we got, you know, cutting edge stuff, and it's like, yeah, but you guys still forgot about the feathers. Because I think people would have a hard time buying, especially in '93, people would have had a tough time with
1 sec.
Happy hunting.
feather Rex. I'm a paleontologist now. Did Saurian come out, or is it still in like beta? And is it as cool as I want it to be? Those are my questions about Saurian. It makes me think of, I haven't looked at it in a while, but it makes me think of Bear Simulator. And I don't know if you remember when that became a little meme kind of phenomenon for a second, like a year or two ago. There was this game called Bear Simulator, and they pitched it as like it's like Skyrim, but for being a bear. And, you know, it didn't quite live up to that. And he didn't ask me anything before the game came out, and I was really excited because it was called Bear Simulator. So I was like, oh shit, do you have to like find a place to hibernate and like gather food and have babies and stuff? And he's like, no, it's still a game.
Stop!
I see.
Oh, bear shit-attitudes. Womp womp. I take it that one didn't go over great.
Military types poking around.
Oh, Kickstarter got a shit ton of money. Okay, I think that's what I had heard. That's why Saurian was on my radar, is because I had
That's the wrong one, right?
heard about the Kickstarter going off.
That means
That'd be sweet. I really do, and I don't. It's been a while since I looked at Saurian too. Does Saurian have that deep sim shit of, hey, you're a dinosaur, you need to drink water. Hey, you're a dinosaur, you need to feed yourself and find a mate and lay eggs. Because I want a game that does that, and I don't know of one other than like maybe Sim Ant, which sucked. Which makes me think maybe this idea for a game sucks, but I don't know. How fucking great would it be you're a dinosaur and you have to build a nest and shit like that? I want a real survival game. Either that or I want a Goat Simulator. The most realistic goat simulation of all time. Yeah, Colton, I'll donate to your Kickstarter game. Oh, speaking of embarrassing. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Whoopsie daisy. Devlogs? That's cool. I might track those down. I might take a look at some of their research. That's really cool. I would love if that game turned out well. Yeah, I'll donate to your game too. That Microsoft Paint concept art of one character. I mean, it's a fucking rad character, am I right? That reminds me of another minor within Reddit only meme of this really embarrassing post where this person was like, I'm a young lady and I would like to make a video game that is 100% scientifically accurate about dragons. Don't text and drive. No shit. I can't do anything right now. I can barely talk and drive. Gotta get to a safe spot, which is not there. But anyway, this person was like, I'm 20 and I made some concept art of dragons, and so I want there to be a 100% scientifically accurate dragon game. It's a fun read because the top comment ended up being someone who was like, hey, if you're really interested in game development, you should start here, and like had a bunch of links and like resources and stuff. It's great. This was a pointless story. I don't know why I brought this up. I guess I just wanted to to talk to you guys about that. 100% scientifically accurate dragon game. I think she did a follow-up, like Ask Me Anything, and she's actually working in the industry now. Or she's getting a computer science degree or something. It had a happy ending. It wasn't just people laughing at someone for saying something dumb. Pointless stories are great, don't worry. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, shit. No! Pointless stories are my middle name. Matt Pointless Story Hussein. Just kidding. Oh, I'm out of ammo. I'm dead. I'm in a bad way. Time to Metal Gear Solid some shit. Come, Snake. Come here, Snake! Blip, blip, blip! Oh, shit. Come on. Oh, they did some wrestling shit. Oh, boy. Yeah! Yeah, boy! Whoop. Oh, dear. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna clear this zone, and I'm gonna call it a night then. But I have super exciting news, and that is that I have time off next week because of the holiday. So, one of those days, I'm thinking, let's see, maybe Tuesday or Thursday instead of my normal thing, or our normal thing, if I can get some more stuff hooked up, instead of our normal thing of doing a stream from 10 to midnight, thinking about doing a long afternoon stream because it'll be post-Christmas. I asked for a bunch of games. Maybe I'll have some new goodies to dick around with. I'm thinking maybe making it like a long haul kind of thing in the afternoon. Let me know how that tickles you. How that tickles your pickle. If there's a, especially, I mean, you know, especially if there's a day that works good for you guys, that would be rad. I like yakking with you. Oh, did I clear this zone? I'm probably gonna keep playing for a little bit more then. Not a lot to do up here. Except swing off this! Yay! Spider-Man! Good. I'm glad the tickling was a success. Let's stop talking about tickling. I'm starting to feel weird about it. I don't want to scare anybody. But yeah, if there's let me know if there's a specific day, because I'm thinking, real talk, I've got a dentist appointment coming up next week, which I'm not thrilled about. But that would be Thursday. So, I'm thinking Wednesday. I'm thinking long ass, like, afternoon stream. Like maybe like 4-6 hours, something goofy like that. So, hopefully Wednesday is good for you guys. If not, let me know, because we can make that shit work. We can make it happen. What did I ask for Christmas? I asked for Doom. I asked for Rocket League. I asked for other ones like Mad Max, Last of Us. All the really hot stuff I kind of missed, either by not having a PS3 when it originally came out, because like I asked for like Journey too, but also just the kind of the sweet ass PS4 stuff that I haven't gotten to play prior to this fall. It's gonna be great. I rented Doom because no shit, I have a mammoth video in my town and it still is like a functional place. It's amazing. I have a drive-in theater, not as close by, but still in driving distance, and a Mammoth Video. I basically live in the lost lands from Turok. Where we just kind of catch all the extinct shit. It's amazing. Like we've got Netflix and Amazon Prime and Hulu Plus, all that shit. But you know what? Sometimes nobody's got what we want to watch. And I just gotta hoof it over to Mammoth and grab a DVD. What did I just grabbed? We were watching Christmas slasher movies recently. I think it was Santa's Sleigh with Goldberg. It was on the agenda, and we couldn't find it online. Maybe not. It might have been a different one. I don't know. There's a lot of Christmas slasher movies. Just FYI. And you would think, oh, are they all campy, or are they all kind of wacky? Some of them are, but a couple of them are a fucking bummer. We watched Silent Night, Deadly Night, which it actually predated like Friday the 13th. So it didn't predate the original Halloween, but it was still doing kind of the more typical slasher thing before slashers were doing it. Except it was a super bummer. You think, oh, Santa Claus killing spree, whatever. No, man, it's about this guy. As a kid, his parents are murdered in front of him by a lunatic in a Santa suit. His mom is pretty strongly implied to be raped right in front of him by this crazy Santa. So this kid is already scarred for life, except he has to go grow up in an orphanage where they're super shitty to him and won't acknowledge the insane trauma that he survived, because he was like 5 when this happened to his parents. He goes to these shithead nuns, they're mean to him, and then he becomes a young man, and he works at a toy store. It's like his first job. He's like 17. He works at a toy store, and they make him fucking be Santa. And it's like, okay, well, I'm sorry. It sounds like your origin story. Oh, no. Enrico, I'm so sorry. Because that was, like, yeah, he was killing people, but the whole time I felt so fucking bad for that dude. I'm like, oh, you got, like, the rawest deal of all time. I'm really sorry all these things happened to you, buddy. I understand why you're killing people. I probably would, too. So yeah, it wasn't exactly the laugh 'em up goof fest we were hoping it was, especially since we had watched Santa's Sleigh before that, which is fucking weird and hilarious. Gotta say, Santa's Sleigh is worth it even if you just watch the first 10 minutes. The rest of it's not awesome, but there's a really great, violent, hilarious prologue scene that is worth checking out. Alright. And I think I'm kind of stuck here. On that note, Merry Christmas, everybody. Very good, Enrico. I was just thinking the same thing. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. I'll be back on here next week. Like I said, probably doing a long one on Wednesday. So, hope to see you then. If not, have a good one. This is Matt. This is Super Apartment Friends. And Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, no, God blesses everyone. Fuck! I fucked it up. Alright, bye.